It's so cold out there at the moment. This house is like freezing cold. I'm having to warm myself up with like a hot cup of tea. I don't really want it, I just want it to like warm me up. Before I go into depth about this actual video, I wanted to quickly just apologise for the lack of videos lately. I have been a little bit on this side of YouTube, slightly. Wanting to let you all know as well, I do this just for a hobby. I don't do this for any job reasons. This is just a hobby. I am now going to be uploading every Wednesday night at 6 PM and on a Friday night at 6 PM. So the Friday hasn't changed, but the Sunday and the Monday have changed, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I can't keep up with 3 videos a week. I generally can't, and I want to produce exciting content for you. I don't want to be repetitive, I don't want to be boring, so this is for me as well. I'm taking a step back. I can spend more time with Edward and not worry about content and editing and filming all the time, and I can just enjoy spending more quality time with him, my husband as well, and I'm not bothering you guys with the same sort of content. Every Wednesday I'm going to be uploading a video for the Motherhood Club. I've mentioned them before. They are a supportive community, anything to do with workshops, retreats, any sort of parenting question you have regarding your toddler not sleeping very well, not eating very well, anything like that. We have midwives, we have sleep experts. Make sure you directly message them if you've got any queries or any questions in regards to any sort of topics you've got. So that's what every Wednesday is going to be about. It's going to be a very supportive video. I don't want to come across as I know what's best. I don't want to be that mum. I don't want to come across that way. I want these videos to help people out there. On a Friday it could be anything related to speed cleaning, because I know you guys love a speed clean. I love speed cleaning, so speed cleanings are still going to be there. Speed cleanings, it could be a vlog, it could be a shopping haul, it could be a Primark haul. So a Friday could be more of an exciting video, but every Wednesday is going to be sit down and me with my cup of tea talking to you about problems that I'm currently going through or things that I've been through and my advice to you. So this week's video is going to be all about loneliness, something that I'm sure most of us as parents have experienced. I haven't got any notes, so I'm just going to have a quick talk to you about it. I don't want to ramble too much, but loneliness is something that I definitely felt. Definitely. I've never really been a lonely I've never felt lonely as a person. I've always been quite happy and quite a content person before I had Edward, and I really did feel lonely. Going way back a little bit, just so I can give you a bit of depth into what I did when Edward was a newborn. We were in this house, and because I don't work, I'm a stay-at-home mum, I wanted Ryan to get as much sleep as possible. He's the one getting up at God knows what time in the morning so he can go to work and work hard for us. And I just, personally, this is coming from my point of view, I didn't want Ryan waking up at numerous times in the night with a newborn baby, feeding every 2 hours, 3 hours or whatever. I didn't want him waking up. I didn't think that was fair. I was not breastfeeding, I was bottle feeding, but I felt Edward was my job and Ryan's job was to get money. That is just how I see it. So I slept downstairs, I slept in this room, I slept on the sofa, and Edward was in his Moses basket just next to me. And next time round I'll be doing the exact same thing again. Ryan will be upstairs in the bed getting a good night's sleep, and that's important. At least then if I'm crashing because I'm tired, Ryan is there to pick me up. And I feel if we both knackered, it's just gonna be like a so Ryan was always my comfort blanket and always made me feel better when I was feeling really low and really tired. However, when he was to go to work or when he was to go to bed upstairs, that's when it really hit me, and I would dread nighttime. I don't know why. I practically had this shit under control. I was calm. I loved being with Edward in the night time. I just held him and just cuddled him and just stared at him, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved watching crappy nighttime TV, but half of me would really dread it, and I don't know why. I just felt, again, it comes to loneliness. When you're up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you really do feel you are the only person in the whole entire world who is up at that time. Everything's dark, everything's quiet, and you just feel, what am I doing? Why am I up at this time? You just feel like you're the only person in the world doing it, but you're not. There's a million other mums that are doing the exact same thing right at the same time as you are, and you just feel lonely, even though you have this beautiful baby with you, and even though your husband's upstairs or next to you, you do feel lonely. And I think it's because you're investing everything that you have into this beautiful newborn baby and you don't get anything back. And I think the moment they start talking and they start smiling and you slowly get something back in return, the loneliness can fade slightly, I feel. It was those early days with a newborn that really were the lowest parts for me. I was so happy, I was so in love, and I just felt so complete. I had this perfect baby that I'd wanted for so long, like years, and I finally got him and he was everything that I imagined, but I felt so lonely and I don't know why. My mum would be at the other end of that phone if I needed her, my sisters, anyone who I needed, they'd be there. I know they would. You could have thousands of people around you, but you just can't help feeling lonely. It's very hard to explain, but please know, if you're feeling lonely, you are not the only one feeling lonely. I don't know how many times I could say the word lonely in this video, but it definitely is. Oh, no, you spilled me tea. It definitely is a thing we all go through. I have noticed Edward recently turned 2 and I have noticed that the loneliness has faded. How I have overcome loneliness is definitely talking about it with my husband, and I feel getting them involved and letting your feelings out, I really do feel it is very therapeutic. Sometimes men, they don't get how we women work, they don't get our brain, and I don't get his brain half the time, but at least him sitting down and, or whoever you're with, whether it's your mum, whether it's your best friend, whether it's a fellow mum, you just sit down with somebody and getting it out, I really feel it helps you. Or even write it down in a diary, just getting out somehow helps. I think keeping it all inside, it can be a little bit overwhelming for people. Another tip that I would really recommend to you is get yourself out there. Get yourself out there and meet new mums. It's very daunting and it is very like, oh my god, you do feel like a tiny fish in a big pond. You don't feel lonely when you're with a group of mums, and they just get it. They get it. They really do get it. But you've all got one major thing in common. You've got your kids, and if you're like me, you can talk about your kids for a long time, hence why my YouTube channel. I know it's hard getting yourself out there. I remember walking into my first ever baby group. I went to a baby massage class. I was so nervous. I tried to make friends. It sounds really cliche for me to say make friends, but it's important that you do, and I think having mum friends really do help. I hope you know where I'm trying to get at with this video. I just wouldn't want anyone to ever feel lonely, because I've been there and it's a really crappy feeling, and just know it gets easier. Please know that everything does change, and every single stage you get through, it is different to the last one, and I'm sure whenever it reaches primary school, it's going to be different to what I'm going through now, and you're going to wish you were back there. So try not to let your loneliness and how you're feeling affect these special moments and these special memories. I really hope this video helps any of you that are feeling lonely, and if it did, please let me know in the comments below so I know these videos are helping. I also hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button for more supportive videos, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.